at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me? This is for you, Chris. We are starting our first Filipino Fridays with Anatomical Naked Guy. Welcome to the Throga channel.
Yeah, we thought we'd get the program off. Started off with on a sexy foot.
Good morning. My name is Richard, and that is Johnny.
Richard, I'm hideous today.
You are never hideous.
I'm hideous.
Oh,
I
you
have
got
a
your
sty.
sty.
I have a sty in my eye.
What is
of
it
course,
with you
right
and your
before
styes?
I don't know. Have I had other styes?
You have. You've had it on
here?
this program, yeah. We filmed a couple early on, I think. You just look
I don't know.
You're like one step away from a patch over your eye.
I'm not sure. But you know, I look like. I feel like I look like. You remember when in the last Harry Potter movie where Hermione puts the ugly spell on Harry so he's unrecognizable to Bellatrix? That's what I feel like I look like. I feel like I look like ugly Harry as opposed to dirty Harry.
No. Someone left a comment. Someone left a comment last week on one of them. I think it was the first time here, and they were just saying who we look like. They said that you look like an older Harry Potter, and I look like Voldemort. talking about the voice.
An older Harry Potter.
I guess you just need some glasses. I need to flatten my nose. We can make that work.
Oh, the boy who lived, come to die.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, how's it going? Oh, yeah, you guys are here, too.
Yes. I'm getting a little better. Yes, thank you. I still got, a little stuffiness, but just little coughs here and there. I'm finally on the other side of this illness, just in time for our upcoming trip. So today, we are very excited because we have Budahkel's singers. We heard them last week, mainly with Katrina, so we just watched the quartet version of the group with Katrina. So today we have, what are their names? I just had it and I forgot. I think I can remember. Johnny, I know you don't know.
I don't know. Nope.
Clicking on all the wrong things. Oh, Michael. Pangilinan. I'm just throwing a few extra syllables. We have
handsome sty guy.
Bugoy. Yes.
I'm not sick. It's just my eye looks like I got punched.
We have Bugoy. Is it Drilon? And then Daryl Ong. So we've heard them all sing. We've got a little taste of their voice. I think Daryl and Michael a little bit more because we also saw them in previous pieces. But so if
right.
You're new to Filipino Fridays, basically how we have this laid out is we already have 3 songs selected, one from each of those 3, and they are just based on what was the most requested coming into today. So we're going to lead with those 3, and then as they're playing, you guys here in the chat can choose. We're going to do a poll for the second song for each of them. So a total of 6 songs, 2 songs each. All those songs have already been pre-selected for the poll based on last week and during the week. So there's no need for any additional recommendations, though they're always appreciated, of course. But we'll circle back to these artists, and we will continue to do so.
And if you do, Incredible Hulk Richard's going to come out.
I've been known to ban a few in my day.
He's very scary.
If you spam, you will be banned. It is literally that simple. In fact, I don't know how I feel about that being my theme song. That seems to be my recurring theme song.
I like it.
I mean, growing up, Lou
was my favorite
Ferrigno
show.
was super scary. I mean, he was cool in my eyes, so I'll take it.
I loved that show. That was my favorite show.
All right, so I'm just setting up the first poll, and then I'm going to announce our song selection so far. So second song, we're going to start with Michael. It's funny that that's the first Michael you think of.
I could also think of You and I must make a pact.
Does Michael Jordan have a theme song? Maybe something. Do you know anything from Space Jam? The soundtrack.
I don't actually. We must bring salvation back where there is love. Richard and I'll be there. We'll be there.
Let's see. Ooh, I have to shorten one of the titles here because it's too long. Hold on a second.
I'll reach out.
All right. So I'm about to post this poll. The first song we're going to be doing today from Michael is Perfect, which I believe is Ed Sheeran. So it's a cover of Ed, and
cool.
He is singing on the Wish Bus. We love the Wish Bus. So that's what we're starting with. And here's the poll for you guys to choose what the second song will be later in the program. The selections are first, not in English, Bakit Ba Ika? How am I supposed to live without you? One Last Cry, and Lay Me Down. So I'll let you guys jump in on that. And before we start the song, Johnny, do you have something to say?
Yeah, look at my eye.
It's beautiful. Just maybe you can do the whole program from the side. Can you just hide the sty?
Oh, okay, that's not my line. Please hit like and subscribe, all you normal-eyed people out there, and ring that bell.
You almost got through that. Also, be sure to check out the link below where you can go to buymeacoffee.com and you can help support this page by buying us a coffee and become a silver, gold, or diamond throw-only member for all sorts of cool perks. And check out Throga.com to explore the vocal gym courses if you are interested in learning more about singing and developing your voice. However, most of you here today may be from the Philippines and might be able to teach us something about singing more than we can teach you. But that's okay. We're all here to learn. Goes both ways.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, alrighty. And Lori, also, Ben is my favorite, one of my favorite songs. The Jackson 5 song, or Michael Jackson. You know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love that tune.
Oh, I forgot to put our Buy Me Coffee tag on there. Thank you. And thank you already to our native Troglodyte for the coffee, and Jacqueline. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, here we go.
Very appreciative.
I love how they just crammed the whole band in on here.
I know.
I found a love
Wish 1075.
for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet.
There's two things I like about this so far in particular. One, his tone. It's just there's just
Water.
it's that velvety quality, right? That's the new word of the week here. But also that they're using the anatomical naked guy soundtrack style on the keyboard. So I thought that was a really good choice.
I was good. I didn't want to ruin the moment, but that was the first thing I noticed.
Yes,
that
yeah,
was
absolutely.
our adult music. Yeah.
Wish 1075.
For me, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine, baby.
Oh,
Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight.
Yes.
I love his tone.
Excuse me. Beautiful tone. His choices where he's leaning towards more like that. I'm going to say chest voice and head voice. I hate repeating those terms. It kind of simplifies it. It oversimplifies it, right? Because we think of the voice as being it's this register, this register. Of course, there's a mix and a blend and all sorts of cool things in between.
Of course.
And I recommend to my singers all the time, it's like, try not to choose the register, choose the tone, choose the story. We want the register to almost feel like a byproduct of what your intention is. That's just the means to an end. It's not the sound. That being said, it's easy to just label, I like the way he goes from chest voice to head voice and his choices in between, because he leans on moments that just gives more weight to it. Like the tone thickens where the vocal folds are thicker, and just like here's some gravity to it, and then he just pulls back into this just sweet, super vulnerable, just sexy, come hither kind of tone with a little bit of a smile in his delivery. I think he's doing great.
Speaking of choices, I wanted to ask you about the tonal choice, if it is in fact a choice. So he's singing that, I found a girl. It's got that like beautiful, breathy, buttery tone. Is that? Do you think he's choosing that, or is it more of like this is sort of like a default voice? Because it could be like he could have been like, I found a girl.
Well, that's
beautiful. Or
the simplest way. The simplest way is if. To define that is if we hear him speak. So if he's like, hi, my name is Michael, it's like if that's kind of his default breathy sound, and then the only way you get a clear tone is if it gets louder, and I'm not hearing any signs of that. So it is. It's just that it has, he's allowing that little leak like we talked about earlier this week, where the folds are just slightly separated, letting extra air come out that just kind of like gives it this foggy effect.
Yeah, foggy's a great word. Yeah,
and it's intentional spillage of air is another way to think of it.
What was Mel Torme's nickname? The velvet fog. That velvet fog. Those are two good words that we can use to describe that tone.
There you go.
Velvety and fog. Yeah.
And also pitch accuracy, quick little riffs. Just the little R&B influence. He's kind of spinning into the song. That's really gives some separation from what what we know is Ed's version, of course. Just making it his own, which is great.
Yeah.
I found a woman.
I don't
stronger
Mel
than
Torme.
anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found love to carry more than just my secret.
Even that is, he's keeping his jaw closed, but he's adding more air pressure, so it's getting louder. But he's also kind of, you could hear him like literally trapping the sound in a way that makes it keeps the listener from being pushed away, because he could have sang that just loud, and then it wouldn't have blended into the parts around it as well. If you kind of see what he does here.
Yes, and let me clarify. I don't think he sounds like Mel Torme at all. When you said foggy, I was like, oh, the fog.
I know.
Yes, I don't think he sounds like Mel Torme.
Just remove that confusion.
Mel Torme's awesome though, but
I found love.
This is right here.
Carry more than just my secret.
He just keeps it in, you know what I mean? And then
to carry children of our own.
Just keeps it intimate
We
that
are
way.
still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes, baby. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in the dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect.
Nice. And as the song is progressing, he's allowing evolution. Not just the band is adding a little more excitement, but his voice, he's starting to open up a little bit. He's literally opening up with his jaw too. And that probably more subconscious. You know, very often we use these larger muscles to kind of manipulate the final sound leaving, not just for articulation, for pronouncing the word, but sometimes to manipulate the tone or the projection aspect. But I like in this, as the song's going, he's literally letting everything a little bit louder, a little more exciting. So you can feel, if you go back to the beginning of the song, you can hear like the story build. And it's not just, here's the chorus, copy paste, here's the chorus, copy paste. So his evolution choices, I'm enjoying.
Yeah, much like Mel Torme, he can tell a story in song. I also, since I'm the resident songwriter of this show, I also want to point out the song and how a good song, you know, it can work in a lot of different arenas. So they're kind of putting more of a R&B spin on this one. The other, you know, Ed Sheeran's version is more pop. Oh, I gotta get the right sound. Here we go. And it's very, very classic progression. It's sort of, that's a throwback, almost like that 50s, 60s, you know, 1, 6, 4, 5 progression. So it's in G. E minor. This 1 to the 5 chord. But great song, and when you have a great song, it works in whatever style you decide to present it in. So good job, Ed.
I would like to agree with you, Johnny, but I was reading the chat and actually didn't hear anything you just said. Is it good? I hope you all enjoyed what Johnny had to say. Chances are it was correct because he's very knowledgeable.
And while I'm on this sound. Yes, Chris, this is the adult movie music from the 80s.
And yes, he was using his transversus rectus abdominis as well in terms of the external, but also using his obliques. And
everyone knows that.
Yeah, so it's not just when you talk about the the abdominal muscles for exhalation. If you're compressing on the organs, pushes up on the diaphragm. It's like a group of muscles. I'm realizing now she was probably being humorous and doesn't actually care. But let's continue with the song.
That's likely.
Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass.
Cool breakdown.
Listening to our favorite song. Dancing in the dark.
That's not the original.
Between my arms, barefoot on the grass. Listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this, darling. You look perfect tonight.
He's flexing a lot of skill there
on Wish
without it
107.5.
feeling like
Sure
there's.
is.
He's not showing off, but just the ability to manipulate the mix between the registers on that range of notes at those volumes takes a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Well done.
I've talked about this so many times. Like the R&B vibrato is so distinct, because what they tend to do is like they'll hit the note, da, and then the vibrato will kick in. It'll be a delayed, it'll come in delayed, and then it'll go just a little sharp, and there's just such a slickness to it. And then
There is.
the guys that can do that, guys and ladies that can do that, it's so cool. And yes, this is the sound for.
Oh, for sure.
Or
Okay, so just a reminder for those of you who are jumping in, we're almost at 1,300 people. Hello, everyone. I see requests coming in. Just a reminder, our artists have already been selected today. We are not taking requests. Please, no more requests. And we've already done Rainbow, so you can go check out after this program if you want to go back and watch our reaction to that one. KZ is not in the program today, but we have Michael that we just did. We're coming back to Michael, and the winner for that was what was it? Lay Me Down. So we're going to circle back to that one. Right now we're going to Bugoy, and we're going to be listening to One Day. That was the selection coming into today on another Wish Bus. And I'm setting up the poll right now so you guys can select what the second song will be. So, and I also saw someone ask for Morissette and that you miss her. I do too. So, always know in your hearts that the Throga channel will always return to Morissette. She's like at my top. She's my bias in many ways when it comes to vocals. So don't worry about that. Just be patient. We're coming back to her, and when we do come back, we're gonna do all originals. Is the plan, because we haven't heard any originals yet, and we want to kind of take a deep dive into her creative aspects with her original music. So all in a good time. Okay, so as mentioned, we are doing. Ooh, we've got to add one more. For the second song for Bugoy, we have for you to choose from What's Up, Jealous, Having You Near Me, and Buwan, Buwan. The poll is live now. You guys can jump in on that while we enjoy One Day.
Right.
And please no spamming. The repetition of the same thing over and over, especially all in caps, will get you banned really quick.
Oh, the all in caps. Don't go there, people.
It's a pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry.
Hates
I
the
just
all
see
in
this
caps.
being yelled at. I'm old. I know I'm half deaf, but I don't need to be yelled at.
It's the kiss of death. The all caps.
All right, here we go.
Hello there, wishers. This is Bugoy Drilon. For more wish-exclusive videos, click here to subscribe.
I love accents.
Yeah, me too.
Wish 1075.
Sometimes I lay under the moon. I think God I'm breathing.
Sorry, I need to hear it again because someone didn't pay attention to my warning. So I'm sorry. I still hope you enjoy our channel, and I hope you do come back. But let's be fair to everybody else watching. All right, that dealt with. Let's start again.
Wish 1075.
Sometimes I lay under the moon. I think God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon. Cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown.
Do you know this song?
But I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around. Because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for all
I
the
have heard this
people
one.
to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. But one day, one day, one day.
I remember his tone stood out so much in Budahkel, right? Because just like that husky, the little grit, just more flavors being added to his delivery.
Maybe
And-
even a little bit more of a thick fog than Michael.
A thicker fog.
A thicker fog.
With a little bit of rain, just a little more texture kind of brought in with that.
Little drizzle.
Occasional lightning, drawing a whole picture here. I like the push. I like it. It just has it separates him from a lot of other artists that we've heard on the Wish Bus in particular, which is kind of cool because it just makes it a little more identifiable on that instant listen. I also like the style of. We don't know the song. Who is
I
this
feel like
by?
I've heard it before. Who does it originally?
Is it originally have a reggae feel? Oh, it's a Bob Marley song. That makes sense.
Yeah, I would feel it because of the melodic phrasing. It lends itself to that.
Yeah. So it's a not a Bob Marley song. It's a Metasau cover.
Oh, Modest Yahoo.
Modest
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Yep.
Was Bob Marley part of that?
No.
I have a long history of listening to reggae.
Yes. It's probably the one thing you listen to less than rap even now.
It might be.
Yeah. I like a good
I
reggae
just
song.
never connected with it. It's why it's that upswing. So I think when I started in music as a drummer, it just that didn't connect with me. And then it's always so happy, and I always like I like
Likes to wallow in
miserable,
his sadness.
but sad and heavy and dramatic, and it's just reggae feels good, and I don't know how much of that I could take musically.
Yeah, you've never really been like
I don't know.
light
not-
mood music kind of guy.
No, I'm not. I like too much drama. That being said, he sings it with so much texture, and he's adding all this legato movement mixed in with it. It's like, clearly he sings it well. So I'm enjoying his performance. All right,
Yeah,
keep going
no,
here.
his husky sort of belty soulful delivery,
Excuse me.
I think lends itself really well to this type of thing, because you can get the R&B things, but also just that little push. I don't know. There's something cool about it.
For sure.
It's not about win or lose, cause we all lose when they feed on the souls that are innocent, blood-drenched pavement. Keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze you can lose your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let her face you no way. Said nowhere. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down, Negativity surrounds. I know someday it'll all turn around, cause all my life
Nice.
I've been waiting for, praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. Children will play one day. But one day all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, put it down with the hate. One day will I be free, I'm proud to be under the same sun, singing song of freedom like why-oh, why-oh.
This is great.
All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say and our children will play one day, one day, one day, Lord, one day. Ooh.
Let me do a quick pause here. Someone suggested that we listen to the original real quick. I think that's a great idea. I just want to hear like a quick snippet.
Yeah. This is a great example, too, of how the same 4 chords can be used in so many different songs. It just still amazes me how that you keep it fresh. I mean, because so this is this progression, the very popular 1, 5. Wait, what am I doing here? 1, 5, 6,
Johnny,
4.
do you want me to help you break down the chords to?
Yes, please. So, I mean, if those of you who don't know, that's also the
Yeah.
also.
I was thinking "Let It Be" came to mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for somebody that knows that and can like recognize it and still be, entertained by the song, and it still seems fresh. I mean, it's pretty cool, and it just speaks volumes of what a great melody can do, and especially what a great singer can do with that great melody.
And I think, yeah, definitely the singer in particular in this scenario, because not only is the chord super familiar, but he's hanging around the same notes even on the top line over and over, but he's making it interesting with
Yeah.
He even has like these moments that this feels almost a little tribal, for lack of a better term, that I liked the way
Yeah.
he's delivering some of these moments.
Well, it's just that little mystery in music. I mean, it's, as a writer, it's like, I mean, yeah, you got the same chord progressions, and then you got the same 12 notes to work with, really. And the fact that you can find something that's just new out of that, still
Right.
people can find something
It's
that's
incredible.
new. Yeah.
All right, so let's hear the original real quick. I'm just going to find a chorus.
Wanna fight no more, there'll be no more war, and our children will play one day,
Okay.
one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent, blood-drenched pavement. Keep on moving though the water stay ready.
Okay. Definitely getting a feel for where this came from, and and I could hear him, Bugoy, putting his utilizing his textures that's natural to him, and leaning on those moments in terms of air pressure, volume to make the song a little even more of his own. And I like this.
I like this version. I really like this
I do
version
too.
a lot.
No disrespect to the first, but
No.
I mean, someone mentioned too, they're surprised I don't don't listen to like generally happy music, and I mean I'm generally in a good mood, but that's why I get all my angst out in music, all the sad, the anger, and all that. That's my balance, you know.
From the first day I knew him, he's always liked just very.
Johnny, does this chord make you cry? If it is, then that's what I'm gonna do.
All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say, I
love that.
And our children will pray one day, yeah, one day, one day, Lord, one day, one day.
Even
on
just
Wish 107.5.
he let it detune there a little bit, just as
Yeah.
he pulled back, he actually let the note go a little flat, but it just gave you like that distance kind of feeling to it.
Yeah.
Just cool little choices.
Great singer. How did these guys find each other?
Because
this
they
group.
come from the magical land of singers, and they all know each other, I think.
They're probably all neighbors. Yeah, they're just like, hey, do you sing? Of course I do. I live in the Philippines. Are you amazing? Yes. No, they're so good. I love those two together.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going to close the poll of the last one. Buwan is the winner of that. It was
crunchy chords.
definitely a closer one that time. All right. So next
so
we have... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Let me take just a moment to recognize. Thank you so much to... I think we thanked our troglodyte, our resident troglodyte art, Jacqueline, Chris, Amy, and Vicky. Thank you guys so much for your coffees, your donations.
Is it AMM?
Yeah, is it Amy or Ami?
It's Ami.
Ami. Okay. Well, we actually know an Ami, so that makes it easier.
But spelled different, so that makes it even more
Yeah.
confusing.
It actually makes it more confusing. Yes. Let's see.
Okay, so we are doing, if you haven't already guessed from the thumbnail here, for Daryl Ong, we are doing Thinking Out Loud, another Ed Sheeran cover. That is our lead-in song, and I'm setting up the poll for your selection in the chat. 1 second. Johnny, I just need like 1 minute of filler.
Because I look like ugly Harry Potter in the last film when Hermione puts a spell on him.
We need to buy you round glasses, and I'll put a piece of Scotch tape and put my nose down, and we can have the Voldemort Harry show. It's a little different than the Bert and Ernie. Okay, the songs for Daryl, these were pre-selected. I see requests coming in, and I appreciate that, but these were already pre-selected from last Filipino Fridays and during the week. That's where they came from. We kind of try to plan ahead a little bit. The selections are Don't Know What to Do, Brian McKnight Medley, Boys to Men, I think it's a medley as well, and Rude from the band.
Why you gotta be so rude? That one?
Yep.
Anatomical naked swollen eye. Art's the man. Art always comes up with something good.
All right, let me close this. Unpin. All right. So we already have heard Daryl a little bit. In the
Somebody
duet.
said I look like Harry's dead dad.
Well, that's just rude.
Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta...
Maybe they're just setting up a call for that to vote for that song, perhaps.
Perhaps.
All right, here we go. $1,800 people.
When your legs
Thanks for
don't
joining,
work
everyone.
like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall less hard at 23.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got like the more tenor.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now
I'm always envious of the singers that do those quick little up trills. They're so much trickier than the down trills. You know what I mean? Like, what is he doing there? The da, 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 that quick little flip. So it's just whole steps,
I gotta
right?
hear it again, but baby,
Yeah. It's whole step that he's going up there?
yeah, it's right in the. So the song is in D, so it's all. Everything is in the D major scale. So baby, so it'd be middle. Yep.
Yeah. So
D4 to.
So a lot of riffs that we hear is going down, right? So is it or da 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 da?
A common one is the so like say if you're in the key of D, so D B A. So it's more of a.
Yeah, right. So it goes down a minor third and then on a whole step. Da, da, da. It's typically easier to go down. That's usually where people first learn riffs, is because the folds are tight, vibrating at one pitch, and then it's disengaging. You're releasing the tension, making it a little bit easier to kind of release down into the other notes. But what he's doing here, several, at least twice that I've heard distinguishably, is it's to go to tighten so accurately, so fast is tricky.
Yeah.
So you hear that less often for that reason. It requires more skill, and he's just delivered it so slick.
Everything he's doing is so precise, and to do it with that little bit more of a push. He's got a little more of that like chest tenor push.
Yeah.
While keeping that sultry, breathy tone.
I have a lot of students over the years that take on Ed Sheeran songs, and Ed sings. You know, he swims around that FBA range in a lot of his choruses, and that's right where, you know, teenage boys or like voice are just it's like there's right in that space where the voice is breaking up a lot. So when you have a singer, a male singer in particular, with you know typically a thicker tone in that space, it's just that's like the goal for a lot of young singers to be up in that area, and particularly this precise.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms.
Yeah.
Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades.
Love is we see this with Filipino artists all the time too, is the storytelling aspects. Facial expressions is just their body is just telling the story as it's happening. Something a lot of singers struggle with, and I see this consistently here. On a cultural level, just communication is you know how Italians are known to speak with their hands and be very animated. Is that the case here too? Is it's just like day-to-day language? Is a lot of hand movement, facial expressions? Is that kind of built into just the general cultural aspect? Because in America, it's hit or miss. Some are very much like that, and others are just like it's just a wall, like you don't know.
Right.
and you get everything in between, obviously. But I'm just curious because it definitely shows up in the vocal performance here.
And the crowds don't remember my name when my hands don't play the strings the same way.
That was cool.
Stop that for a second.
I know.
That was cool.
Okay, so what happened there? He went bluesy and took so like I said, the song's in D major, which is usually a C sharp, so he went to a C natural on that run. You know, so really cool choice.
Yeah, it just steps outside of what you expect. It just blends right in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Remember my name when my hands don't play the strings the same way.
I love that.
I know you'll still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old. It's evergreen.
You're saying they are very animated.
And
generally.
baby, your smiles forever in my mind and memory.
Oh.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's all part of a plan. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. So honey, now
Oh my
take
God.
me into your loving arms,
Tasty. Oh.
baby. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place a hand on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are.
I think Ed is brilliant in what he does. Got a great sound and everything like that. And I'm going to make this statement with absolutely no disrespect to his genius and his creative
Right, exactly,
aspect and his delivery, everything else. Has he reacted to this? Because
should.
if I wrote this song and I'm watching it be like, I can't sing the song anymore because there's obviously a better version out there that's just like a next level execution.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Oh my God.
I don't know him. I don't know what went into his preparation for the song, but I'm assuming that he didn't like prepare all these runs. I feel like he's coming up with some.
Yeah, he probably maybe he's sung it a bunch of times and mapped out a few ideas, but there's definitely an improvisation.
But the whole
place.
thing is changing, and it's not just your typical runs either. He's doing like I said, he's going outside the major scale. He's going into like more of a blues territory, and then he's doing stuff that's just not typical at all.
Yeah.
And it just seems like it's just off the cuff. He's just coming up with it on the spot,
wild.
which is just crazy. Yeah,
Absolutely wild. Real quick while we're paused, super chat. Thank you, Rosalie, Abi, Bax, and Denise. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support.
and also thank you, Francesco. Ooh, that's fun to say, Francisco.
Francisco.
Francesca, thank you so much. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Latte Lover. And thank you, Moki. Thank you guys so much for your copies.
All right, here we go. Let's keep going here.
So baby, 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 now take me into your loving arms. Take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart.
Sick.
I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. I said we found love right where we are.
Oh my
Great.
word.
God. Real quick,
Wow.
just on the theme of song or chord progressions that are part of different songs. Can you guess which song this progression was used for?
Are you asking me or
Yeah.
or everyone watching?
I'm asking you or anybody.
Okay.
And
what do you
actually,
got?
can you put Anatomical Naked Guy up one time?
Oh no. I have no idea what's happening. All right, hold on.
So-
Which view do we want of Anatomical Naked Guy?
The sexiest one. Let's get it on. Let's get it
Every
on.
perspective upside down here now too.
Oh man. Let's get it on.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you wanted to share with the class?
Let's get it on because it's the sexy anatomical. Can we change it to sexy anatomical naked guy?
There is a skin layer that I'm not adding to this particular graphic that might get us in trouble.
He's in such good shape. There's not an ounce of fat on him. He's been obviously working out.
All right, so Boys to Men medley is the one that won that last one.
Yeah.
So we are circling back to "Lay Me Down" from Michael. Let me find that song real quick.
Let's get it on. Thank you, Kim, so much for the coffee.
I'm typing "Let's get it on" now. That's not that's not the right song.
Let's get it on.
What's up, we
All right, we need to play this song. We need to cut Johnny off here. All right, so "Lay Me Down" from Michael Pangilinan. Am I saying that right, Johnny? Look at the spelling. Take a stab at that.
Oh,
Pangilinan?
it's the L's and the I's because it's so small. They kind of just look like
It's
blurred together.
Gilinan. I think he's about to say it, so I just wanted you to guess.
Peglinen.
I think it's Peglinen? That can't
Okay.
be it. Here we go.
Cheers, this is Michael Pangilinan. Don't miss any exclusive
Pangilinan.
videos.
Pangilinan.
Just click
Pangilinan,
here to
okay.
subscribe.
Pangilinan.
All right, cool. Pangilinan. Yeah, Pangilinan. Got it.
I do. I believe that one day I will be where I was, right there, right next to you. And it's hard. Days just seem so dark. The moon, the stars are nothing without you. Your touch, skin. Where do I begin? No words can explain the way I'm missing you. Deny. It's emptiness, this hole that I'm inside. These tears, they tell their own story. Told me not to cry when you are gone.
Wish 1075.
But the feeling's overwhelming, it's much too strong. Can I lay by your side?
Oh my gosh.
Next to you, and make sure you're alright.
Oh.
I'll take care of you, and I don't want to be here if I can't be with you tonight.
Richard's choked up. He is.
Sorry, I'm almost done being sick.
He's sick. You're sick, but that is sick. Oh my god. I didn't know he had that extra belt level. That's
And
man.
and
he
I
can
love
freaking belt it out.
Even on the lower notes when he's not belting, he's got like that vibrato. It's I call it like the pulse vibrato. It's a little slower, but it's like you could. It's like it hits your chest more. And I just like the speed of that. I think it's a little unique compared to a lot of the others, and it just adds just this. There's just something more believable about it. It's not like, oh, there's vibrato goes here. It doesn't feel like just like default. There's just something that gives just more. I don't know. It just pushes.
I don't
more.
know either.
I don't know how to describe it.
It's so damn smooth. It's so smooth, and it's so good. I don't know.
I thought for sure you were going to throw one more smooth in there.
Oh.
If I can't be with you tonight.
Yeah.
I love that pulsing.
I'm reaching out to you. Can you hear my call?
How old is he here? Do you guys know?
This hurt that I've been through. Yeah. I'm missing you, and I'm missing you like crazy. Told me not to cry when you are gone, but the feeling's overwhelming. It's much too strong. Can I lay by your side, next to you? To you, and make sure you're alright. I'll take care of you, and I don't want to be here if I can't be with you tonight. Whoa, lay me down tonight. Lay me by your side. Whoa, lay me down tonight. Lay me by your side. Can I lay by your side, next to you?
Wishclusive on Wish 107.5.
You know what makes me upset?
Every singer in the Philippines.
You know what makes me really upset is the fact when I turn on pop radio
So
in
it's
the
a weird
US.
place to pause.
Yeah.
But go on.
When I turn on mainstream radio, there's a lot of crap. I mean, maybe it's just like my age. I just feel like all three of those guys should be on mainstream radio. They should be huge stars. And it's like the stuff that I hear, it's just so not good. And then I listen to these guys, and I know there are three of numerous ones that we've heard so far that are just outstanding. And it's like, why are they not more widely known than some of the stuff that I hear?
I've heard for years, like there's this wall that's just so difficult to break through from Filipino artists into the U.S. market. I mean, it's hard from any other country here. It's hard within this country because of just political aspects, and I don't mean political necessarily, obviously on the government level, but just on the business level of the business industry. And there's a lot of factors. I don't have an answer. I have some theories that I'm not going to go into because they're a bit of a bummer. Maybe I'll talk about if we have some reggae music on in the background just to create some balance.
Yeah.
But
see, I asked you for a specific answer, and you gave me nothing. So
I provided
never
nothing.
asking you anything again.
I have theories.
It's just crazy. Like, you know, I mean, I feel like when I turn on the radio, it's like I maybe like 1 out of 5 songs, and I don't hear vocalists like this anymore. And I feel like that was more of a thing back maybe 20 years ago or something, where it's like if you were a good vocalist, you had more of a
I think
a chance to be
the
on
songwriting in the U.S. is very strong, and that could lean towards my taste because I'm here, right? It's like we get familiar and bombarded with ideas. I'm not saying necessarily the top 10 on Billboard or anything like that. I'm just saying, but there's amazing songwriters here. I'm not saying they're not elsewhere, but I think there's a strength there. But the singers, many of them don't have the skill sets to support the songs that are there. So when you hear covers done by singers, it's like we can combine those singers with these songs as its initial launch of that song. I think the song would be even bigger in some cases. Yeah. I don't know. There's absolutely a frustration. He's fantastic. And I see there's requests for more of him, and I totally get the request, and I appreciate that. So we are limited to 2 songs per artist on this particular show, but we are going to introduce some. Not only are we going to rotate some of these artists into more Filipino Fridays, but also feature some of them on the Reaction Wednesdays, which is like that one artist deep dive, things like that as well. So,
by the way, great idea to have Filipino Fridays. This is one of my favorites because it's just.
Do you know where it came from? It came from too many requests and nowhere to put them. I'm just like, there's so much. Like, we can't do all Filipino Friday or all Filipino singers because there's all these other singers. So I'm just like, just kind of like came out from that. Who's spamming? I see somebody spamming. Annie.
Spamming?
No spamming, please.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow
there'll be no spam on this channel.
Tomorrow we'll ban ya. Tomorrow.
We appreciate you wanting to be voiced or to be heard, rather, but we have a lot of people here, so post your thoughts once, please. We appreciate that.
Always
okay, so next up, and no, sorry, the message was not received. We love you still. Okay.
We do.
So,
we do.
But, we need room for everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So, next up is Buwan, if I am saying that. This is, I don't know if this is an original or a cover. This is from Bugoy. Oh, it is a cover. So, who is Buwan originally from? Anybody know? I ask you questions, Sean, you don't answer me. Why am I obligated to answer yours?
I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's jump in. Oh, and 2,300 people. That's awesome.
2,300 people are seeing the sty in my eye, which is comforting.
You just let it go.
It seems like it's better.
So Buwan is how I believe it is said. Thank you for that assistance, and it means moon. And the original is from J.K. Labajo? Or Juan Carlos? I'm seeing a few different... Juan Carlos, J.K. It's the same guy. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Ako sa'yo, ikaw ay aking
I'm not being cranky. I'm just making space for everybody.
Ganda mo sa paningin. Ako ngayon'y nag-isa. Sana'y tabihan na. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan.
Such a cool tone.
good.
mo ang aking sigaw sa dilaw na buwan. Whoa, ayokong mabuhay ng malungkot. Ikaw ang nagpapasaya. Makakasama hanggang sa pagtanda. Halina tayo'y humiga sa ilalim ng puting ilaw.
I want to hear him sing some rock. He sounds great on this, and I get it. It's again, the reggae thing just isn't my vibe, but his tone I'm all about. Does he sing anything outside of this particular field? We've only heard 2 songs, obviously. Mm-hmm. So and with Budahkel, obviously we heard his voice mixed into some more R&B kind of thing, but does he do any rock? I mean, I would love to hear him do.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
I mean, I like happy music. I'm one of those weird ones that likes happy music too, as well. But I would like to hear some rock.
Yes,
I'm with you.
Well,
I'm with you.
But rock can be happy.
It can.
Yes.
And you won't like it.
Like we will. Like We Will Rock You. That's a happy song, right?
Right.
It's got,
you like that
got
song?
Positive. Not really. No, I'm kidding. I do. I actually really do like that song. But the point is like I could hear him sing something like that with more like the electric guitar underneath him. I think it'd just be a killer combination.
Yeah, because he can get really guttural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sa dilaw na buwan.
What's Up has more of a rock feel to it.
Ang aking sigaw sa dilaw na buwan. Ang iyong ganda'y umaabot sa buwan. Ang tibok ng puso'y dinig sa kalawakan at bumabalik dito sa akin. Ikaw ang mahal, ikaw ang mamahalin. Pakinggan ng puso't damdamin, damdamin aking damdamin. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw,
Nice.
sa dilaw na buwan. Woo-hoo-hoo. Pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw
I love
sa
those.
dilaw.
It's like that. It's like it's called an aspirin attack, where you purposely push the air out before the folds come together. It has it's technically an H, right? So you have glottal shock, which he did more so in the previous song. It's the it has like that sudden attack. That's where
Right.
the folds come together, and then you burst the folds open with air, so you get a instead of a which is more of a
Right.
A direct tone.
Sure.
And we appreciate the little chat duties to deal with here. Y'all need to behave. I get too distracted. Okay, so the aspirin attack is the opposite, where the air comes first. So you get that. Let me back up to hear it again so I can show you exactly what it is. Ha! I get my voice. Oh my god.
Oh, poor Richard.
It is not back. My examples are not going to happen. But you can hear like he leaks the H really quick. That's the aspirate attack. Then the folds come together tight, and it gives like this cry to it without it being like a head voice cry that you might normally hear. And it just adds just another texture, another element that makes it super interesting. Yeah, just twice there. That's so good. Oh, so good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's just a delicate state. Still has easy access to head voice, all of it. He's great.
Oh man,
he's great. So we played this song because it was the majority chosen. But What's Up, I'm obviously very curious about. I can see a lot of people talking about that. So we'll have to come back to him on another day and check out What's Up. And I love the song What's Up. Also, I think Linda Perry's brilliant on that one.
I know it's such an easy tendency to want to be like, to compare and to rank. And be like, oh, that's my favorite, and so I am doing that, and just when I feel like I was like, oh, I think this one's my favorite. Then the other one comes up like, oh, maybe this one. They're all so good, and they're all my favorite. I feel like because they're bringing stuff. They're so unique, and they bring different things to the table. But I mean, they also go together so well, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness. We have one more on the docket today. I know a lot of people are joining in late. You might not already know, but we are down to our last one. We have one more. So no requests. We select the artist in advance. And actually, speaking of advance for the next artist. So first of all, we're not here for next week's Filipino Fridays. We do apologize for that. We will be in Budapest, actually. So we're going to be on a trip to Budapest where we're going to be watching Dimash next week, and we'll have updates on our site for that. If you go to our community board, we'll put some things there. Also, if you follow our Trip to Budapest podcast on our site, if you want to hear some live streaming and things like that, we hope you enjoy that. But we have to wait 2 weeks, so I do apologize for that. When that time comes, we have 2 of the 3 artists pre-selected. Okay, so we're going to do Ben and Ben because we only got to know them a little bit. They did that collab with SB19. We didn't really get to see them in their complete own element, maybe some originals or something. So in the comments, not the chat, but the comments once this is live, if you can let us know which songs you would like to hear from Ben and Ben. We're also going to be watching Darren Espanto, and that was, do you remember Darren? He was on the Wish Bus. He was the kid at the time. He was like 12 or 13 or something. He was just ridiculous, right? So he's older now, so we want your suggestions for Darren. And again, in the comment section, not the chat, after this live is done. And the third artist, we don't know yet. We want your suggestions. I'm thinking we should, since we have Ben and Darren, maybe another female artist that we haven't done any reactions to yet would be awesome. So if you guys can introduce us to somebody new, that would kind of create a cool balance for that, which would be super cool.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, thank you guys so much also for the coffees and the super thanks come in. Zen and Sky, thank you guys so much. And
Yes.
Anatomical Naked Man. Sexy Anatomical Naked Man.
Did Art amend the title?
No, he's going to, though. He will.
So also thank you to Dervik, Jessica, Maria, and Hazel for the super thanks. We appreciate you. We love that you guys hang with us. And a lot of you, this is your Friday night and you're spending it with us. That's amazing. We are greatly appreciative of it.
Hey, if you were still holding on to feelings of trauma from not feeling like you were popular in high school, look at us now. People are hanging out with us.
They like me.
They like us. They really like us.
Except for the ones that I keep banning from the chat.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. This is Boys to Men medley from You know why they picked this? This happens every time. It's a 9-minute song.
Oh, they keep finding those loopholes.
I think they might not even like the song. They're like, which was the longest? Let's keep them here.
You sneaky little sneaks.
That's all right. We'll take it on.
Sneaks.
Here we go.
I love Boys to Men, too. This is going to be great. Great way to end the show.
Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go.
So, is this all him? Is this like what Jeff Castellucci does, where it's like multiple versions? I'm like skipping. Is this all him in this? And then they edit it together? It's hard to tell in this image, but I think it is. All right, you guys can answer that. And I'm going to start it again.
You belong to me. I belong to you.
Come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
We belong
It
together.
is all him. That's what it looks and sounds like.
And you know that I'm right.
Oh, gosh. So good.
Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? You said we'd be forever, girl. Said it never died. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead, spending the night around in the run.
Like what you were just saying. He's my favorite.
I know. They're all my favorite.
No, I was gonna say, and then he's my favorite, and then wait, no, he's my favorite.
Oh, man.
This is, I mean, he's great choices. I mean, just he's courting. Is that a term? I mean, just like courting.
Courting is something that Naked Anatomical Guy does all the time with his body.
No.
He
That's
courts
not what
the
I'm
masses.
saying. He's creating triads, which is a chord with his voice.
Oh, courting with a D, not courting.
Underneath his top line. Like, I like the layers, the choices that he's making. There's just a lot of little subtleties going on with that.
Oh,
Said
my
it
God.
never died. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead, spending the night
When he sings with Katrina, do they sit down and figure out which 17 notes each of them will sing in the next 3 seconds? Do they? Is that coordinated?
It can't be. There's too much. There's too much to unpack here, and it's way too. I mean, it takes so much time to plan this out. I feel like,
right?
And he just wings it. It's unbelievable. He's a songwriter's dream. Like, you know, when you break apart this song melodically, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's just,
you know, it's, I mean, at the heart of it, that's the melody.
If you saw it written out, it would just be that.
Yeah, or if you were to sing it like chorus in high school or something, it's like to keep everybody together. It's like that's when it's distilled down. That's essentially the melody, and what he does to it. Oh my goodness! It's like there's just so much going on, and I don't know how he does it. It's magical.
Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candlelight.
Not to beat a dead horse. Can you one more time, just one last visit from Anatomical Naked Guy while the song is playing?
What? Yeah, but we won't be able to see the song at the same time.
Okay.
Oh no, I can play it in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting to. All right, let me back it up a little bit. Is it the same shot, or do you need a different view?
Just whatever's the sexiest.
All right, well, then I'll pull up a different one.
This is the last time I'm going to ask. I promise. Not to beat a sexy dead horse.
All right. I don't know what's happening. Ooh, that's the piano. Hold on.
There we go. Okay.
We got eyeballs this time. I figured that would be beneficial. So.
Okay, now we can play the song. Here we go. I'm 12. Oh, I can't hear the song. Are you playing it?
Can't?
No.
I hear it perfectly. Is it because the song was on mute when I have the phone selected?
Perhaps.
I don't know what we're achieving here. Does anybody understand what Johnny's aiming for?
They know.
I missed
they
something.
They have to know.
All right, one more time. Here we go.
Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candlelight. For tonight is just your night. We're gonna celebrate all through the night. Pour the wine, light the fire.
Keep going.
What's happening?
Get to the hook.
Girl, your wish is my command. I'll submit to your demands. I will do anything, girl, you need only I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love when you want me to, and I will not let go till you tell me to.
I'm amused.
I hope. How many people did we lose over the last 3 minutes? We must have lost 100 people. All right. I'm going to go back a little bit because I was obviously not paying attention to what I should have.
Girl, you need only I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I.
It's just It's like, I'm too old. I don't get this 12-year-old humor. I'm with you.
Hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make a line when you want me to, and I will not let go till you tell me to. Baby, tonight is a night, and I will do you right. Just make a wish on your night. Anything that you ask, I will give you the love of your life. Your life, your life. I'll make love,
God.
make love, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love, when you want me to,
And he's in this space. He's got this mix. Is right. He's the B's where it's almost a belted tone, so his folds are relatively thick, closer to the chest voice. Actually, I think it's closer to the head voice, but it's just he's got this great tonal space that gives it this richer sound, and it just feels so comfortable moving back into the chest voice, like back and forth. And it all sounds like him. Obviously, it's all 5 versions of him. His voice is here. So they're naturally connected. But more importantly, on a skill level, his ability to go from register to register from, he's covering a little over 2 octaves in this. That's just super clean.
Super clean. And he's belting it out.
The
He's got that
pitches,
full
the power. Yeah, exactly.
And still so precise and so quick and so flexible with his runs. Just kind of like the sort of the lead singer in Boyz II Men, Wanya. He's the same thing. He's like gets all this push and still is just so quick with his runs. Man, this guy's got.
tell me
Change. Where we going?
I love this. This is my favorite one.
Darling, I can't explain. Where did we lose our way? Girl, it's driving me insane. And I know I just need one more chance to prove my love to you. If you come back to me, I'll guarantee that I'll never let you go. Can we go back to the days when love was true? Can we go back, baby? Can you tell me how perfect love goes? Where it went wrong, girl. Can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be? Oh God, give me a reason. I need a reason. I'm gonna swallow my pride, say I'm sorry, stop pointing fingers, the blame is on me. I want a new life, and I want it with you. If you feel the same, don't ever let it go. You gotta believe in the spirit.
On those belts, which is, it's sometimes they're just referred to as like kind of like a mixed belt, right? So the folds are a little bit thinner. It's in the passaggio, in between, in that transition between chest voice, head voice. Their larynx is lifted up a little bit, and you could see that. You could see his larynx lifted. That gives there's cylindrically shaped constrictor muscles in the lower pharynx that squeeze in that moment, and that gives it like a narrowing here, and he's opening his mouth. It gives like a megaphone shape, and that's what gives like that belt tone, which is kind of the opposite of like an operatic quality that has more. It's more closed in front, more open in the back. So he's got that shape, but as the larynx lifts up, that's what's giving it like that belt. But it's interesting because he's able to still keep everything relaxed just enough to not give like that choke, like the when singers often go for the higher note. You and I have done this a million times. You're just like, here's that, there's that B, and like all the muscles jump in at once. He's able to have an independence between getting the tone shape that he wants without the squeeze that's just constricting the sound too much. And it's really beautifully balanced.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. He's so good. He's my favorite. They're all my favorite. They're super
fingers. The blame is on me. I want a new life, and I want it with you. If you feel the same, don't ever let it go. You gotta believe in the spirit of love. It can heal all things. It won't hurt anymore. No, I don't believe our love's turn. It won't hurt. In the spirit of love, it can heal all things. It won't hurt anymore. No, I
That was cool.
Cool choice.
I'm down on my knees, begging you, please come home. Back to the days of Can you wanna build a new life? Just you with me. Wanna make you my wife.
No spamming, please.
Raise a family. Yeah. The way they used to be. Oh God, give me a reason.
There's so much happening.
I was just gonna say,
Even in this section, like what?
I mean, it's pre-recorded, obviously, because he can't turn himself into 5 people and sing live.
We don't know that.
He could. I'm not sure. But his handle on vocal arrangement, is so advanced. Like
I'm
so
not
much
able
going
to
on.
process it.
Yeah, it's like we're sort of concentrating on the lead vocal at the time, and he's doing all these incredible runs. But under that, it's like, he's got to know how to like layer all the supporting harmonies, and they're not just like your basic harmony, like 3-part harmony. It's like each one of those parts is doing little intricate things too, and it's like to keep it all together. Man, he's ridiculous. He's so good. Goodness.
Yeah, I want to hear this whole, like, it's not even the lead part, just like he's just built in. He's like a vocal keyboard in this section as they're setting up whatever the next song is. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Hazel, thank you, Perry, and thank you, Billiness, for the super chat. I've seen a couple people now suggest, is it Jonah Veray? I don't know that name, so that may be one to consider to go with next week's Ben and Darren Espanto.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the section again.
I love
And
this
yes,
song.
we do need to hear at some point Daryl sing with Maury. Of course, we'll get to that at some point. Crescendos mixed in and everything.
Yeah.
I long for the warmth of days gone by when you were mine, but now those days are memories in time.
Beautiful tone
Life's
down there, too.
empty without you by my side. My heart belongs to you. No matter what I try, when I get the courage up to love somebody new, and always falls apart 'cause they just can't compare to you. Your love will release me up under the bottom chair.
like doing rounds with that melody. Just
to map that out, because I mean,
Oh
he
my
has to layer
goodness.
these one at a time, so he's got to know where each of these parts is going, and
Yes.
there's got to be an element of chess and thinking ahead, with this stuff, because you can't just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. You have to know kind of where
right,
it's
because
going.
then you have to go back and change
Going back
everything
to
else
the-
if you make it. Yeah, if you alter one thing. The breakdown is
This is-
crazy.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, man.
Hear that section again.
My heart belongs to you. No matter what I try, when I get the courage to love somebody new, it always falls apart 'cause they just can't compare to you. Your love release me up under the ball and chain, reminiscing of love as I watched for seasons. Here comes the winter breeze that chills the air and drifts the snow. And I imagine kissing you under the mistletoe. When springtime makes its way in London, reminds me of the scent of your perfume. Reminiscing when summer burns with heat. I get the hearts for you. Those skinny dipping.
It's just funny because I'm catching. I've heard the song before, like just kind of catching some of the lyrics as it goes. The the intricacy and the genius behind the arrangement is so much greater than the lyric. The lyrics are fine, but it's like skinny dip things. It's just. There's nothing wrong with it, but it feels so filler compared to the genius behind what's
I
happening
know.
vocally and just on a musical level. It's just funny.
No, I'm with you. I just the lyrics were the farthest stream from my mind. I didn't even realize.
I
there
just
was
caught my
lyrics.
attention, like, oh yeah, that's what the song is singing. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm just hearing music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so well done.
Reminds me of the scent of your perfume. Reminiscing when summer burns with heat. I get the hearts for you. Those skinny dipping ocean where we used to do. When autumn sheds the leaves, the trees are bare. Here it doesn't feel the same. Doesn't feel the same. Comes the winter breeze that chills the air and drifts the snow. And I imagine, when springtime makes its way in lilac bloom, reminds me of you. Now we come
Oh,
to the end
Nice little bookend. I'm
wow.
gonna take this opportunity to quote myself.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm very much looking forward to hearing what you're going to quote on yourself. But let me hear it. Daryl has to
Nothing
say
more pompous
here.
than quoting yourself.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed my video and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yes,
thank
do
you,
so.
and I'll see you again soon.
Yes.
Yes, carry on, Johnny. What is
Yes.
what is your genius quote of thyself?
Where did these people come from? And I know the simple answer is the Philippines, but
It's
just
obviously
in general,
yeah.
and how come we haven't heard of them before?
But this is
You know,
every
I mean-
country. I mean, we're seeing this just in Kazakhstan and South Korea and India and Iceland, and it's
over.
just like we're just such a bubble here with it. The music scene is so jammed down
Insulated.
your throats and what you see, and the internet's just allowed for that. Is we're not just hinging on what the gatekeepers decide for us to listen to, and it's all of your
exactly.
suggestions. Everybody here that has steered us in these incredible directions, just opening up our minds and our ears to insane talent, but developed talent. It's not just singers who can sing, it's singers who have worked their tails off to sing as good as they do, and we just have that much more of an appreciation for that mindset, those that work for it.
I mean,
It's incredible.
those three individually are three of the best, and the fact that they're in a group together is so cool.
And someone suggested that we should check out Budahkel. We have. That's what led us here. So go back to last Filipino Friday, so you can check it out in our podcast. And that's how we decided to go with these three specifically. So obviously you came in a little bit late, but that's okay. I'm glad you stopped in. All right. Well, I'm bummed we can't just. We have to wait 2 weeks. So we appreciate your patience. Filipino Fridays. Go watch the first one, or go check out our GG Vibes or More Set Reaction Wednesdays next Friday night. Have a party amongst yourselves. Think of us. And we'll be back in 2 weeks for Ben and Ben.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, people. So
that's what we're aiming for. And Darren Espanto, and then a mystery. We're aiming for a female artist. I see Jaya. That's another one we have not reacted to. We do know who KZ is. So we'll look at your comments when this is done. Let us know which songs you're looking for from those first two artists, and then which female artists and songs that you like there. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. We cannot wait to see you all again, and we look forward to it. In the meantime, this is our last like official live for 2 weeks. We're not doing any lives in the next 2 weeks, other than some live streaming while we're abroad.
Yeah. Man, I would shed a tear, but the sty is clogging my pores. No tears.
Well, I also don't want people to have to wait 2 weeks to see sexy anatomical naked man. So one last look. Charisse, that's another artist we've heard of. Thank you. Yeah, put that in the comments when this live stream is done. One last rotation. This is such a weird way to start and end this.
Let's get it on.
Fridays.
Yeah, let's get it on.
Well, Johnny, I forgot to add you to this one.
Oh, just gray me out. That's cool.
You know what? I got something better anyway. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate all the coffee and the super thanks that you have donated to help support this channel. We will continue back. Have an amazing day.
Bye. Bye.
We love you all. Bye, everyone.
I can't fake the love you made.